this is Russell Smith with Grow It Now Garden Products. I'm here with you today to talk about protecting your roses through the winter months, using the miniature greenhouses to give protection when it gets really cold and the snow's piling up for two reasons. One, to keep your rose from dying over the winter months, and two, to give it an early jump start on the season in the springtime. From using these to protect my roses, I have seen budding up to 6 weeks before anybody else is having their roses bud. Okay, the things that you're going to need to do this is plenty of leaves. You can see we've got leaves all over the place. Okay, next you're going to need some good trimmers. You're going to want to use the 10-inch garden staples, a giant or a large miniature greenhouse. So what you're going to, first off, you're going to come here and you're going to trim this back as much as it needs to in order to fit inside the miniature greenhouse. And then we'll place the miniature greenhouse over top of the roses. And then we'll staple it down. Okay, now that it's all stapled down, we'll open this up and we're going to fill it up with leaves. So one of the reasons why we use leaves is because it is not conducive to mice and rats moving in. If you use straw, which a lot of people have tried to use as straw, you're pretty much making a condominium for the mice, and then they're going to eat on your plant all winter long as a source of food. Avoid using straw, use the leaves, and they'll offer that insulation against the biting cold weather. I used the giant miniature greenhouse over top of my large rose plant, and now I'm going to do this on the smaller one, and I'm just going to use the large miniature greenhouse. Now, a tip that you must be aware of is every time you clip a different rose bush, you need to wash your clippers with soapy water. Otherwise, you can transfer disease from one rose to the other. And that is a very important step. It's something my wife taught me, and so make sure you use hot soapy water to wash your clippers before you move from one plant to the next. So I'm going to trim this down. Okay, so that's secured. And then we'll fill it up with leaves. And now that bush is protected through the winter months. Okay, I'm going to leave the rest of these roses uncovered so that we have something to compare to next spring. Except for this little guy here, you can see that it's struggled to make it this year, and so I want to make sure I've got covering over that because I don't want to lose it over the winter months. I'm pretty sure I will lose it if I do not protect it. So I'm also going to put a miniature greenhouse over top of this, and then we'll come back to you periodically through the winter, -20 degrees. We'll talk about it, take a look at it, and then next spring we'll see the difference.